Meantime, we'll hopefully Queenie will join us. She should be there. So, Chitra, if you can start the advertisements. Thank you. Hi, Shubha.
Hi. Hi, Shubha. Hi, Reva.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Seeing everyone.
Then we'll hopefully Queenie will join us. She should be there. So, Chitra, if you can start. What happened? Chitra, it's already 5 o'clock, so maybe you can just start with but we are still waiting for our guests to join in.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see her anywhere on the screen? Because she's not on my screen. Chitra, it's already 5 o'clock, so maybe you can just start with but we are still waiting for our guests to join in.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see her anywhere on the screen? Because she's not on my screen. Chitra, it's already 5 o'clock, so maybe you can just start with but we are still waiting for our guests.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see her anywhere on the screen? Because she's not on my screen.
She's here.
Everyone mute themselves because we're getting a lot of noise. If everyone can mute themselves while they're playing the advertorials, please. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, today. Hi, Queenie.
Hello, how are you?
Fine. I just saw you. You just came in?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Taruna?
Yes. Hi. So we were waiting for you, and I think we will begin now. You look beautiful.
Okay, now I can hear you better. Sorry, I couldn't hear you too well.
Okay. I think we want everyone to.
I think the host should mute because others you'll have too much disturbance.
Yes. We'll do it from our side. Yeah. Thank you.
Nice to be here, Taruna. It's a pleasure to be here on this absolutely prestigious platform.
Thank you so much.
And so nice to connect with you.
For my vision for Madhuban was shared with the team Madhuban this morning only because we do want to move ahead in life.
Is it my phone?
And the vision is to add some more rooms. So we have 106 rooms. We want to take it up to maybe 135, 140 rooms.
That is what Madhuban stands for, and we need to keep on adding more things, more entertainment, more luxurious facilities to make it more and more beautiful.
And can we have the other slide, please? Madhuban slide. I think because of the rain, we are having a little problems, but it should be fine.
The little short little.
Can she do it?
With 25 acres of breathtaking beauty and absolute tranquility, Madhuban Resort and Spa exemplifies luxury that is soaked in tradition.
Madhuban is a home away from home. With his vast, enchanting gardens, Team Madhuban always awaits to give you service with a smile. Adding to that, the aromas of cuisines from around the world makes Madhuban a perfect wedding destination.
At Madhuban, an experienced team of wedding concierge and event planners are committed to weaving together moments that are certain to stay with you for a lifetime. Because moments as special as your wedding need a destination as special as Madhuban. Madhuban Resort and Spa, luxury soaked in tradition.
Vikki, you may begin.
Okay. Good evening, all. I welcome our respected past chairs, office bearers, FLO members of Vikki FLO Ahmedabad chapter, Y FLO Ahmedabad, as well as all FLO members pan India. My name is Neeti Mehta, and I am the Joint Secretary of FLO Ahmedabad chapter. It gives me great pleasure to stand on this strong platform and work for empowerment of women by the women. FLO is the women wing of the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, an all-India forum for women. FLO has its headquarters in New Delhi with 17 chapters covering different geographical regions of India and representing over 8,000 entrepreneurs and professionals pan-India. Over the years, we have had the opportunity of hosting many esteemed guests, and today is none less. Also a very esteemed guest with us. Style icon Queenie Singh, former Miss India with abiding passion for designing exquisite jewelry. Her talent for jewelry design is inborn. She says wearing jewelry with style makes a difference in one's overall look and exudes self-confidence. You have to love jewelry to want to wear it with style and flair. A lot of women take advice from their friends, their mothers, and mother-in-law. But she believes women should wear jewelry that suits each individual personality. She strongly believes petite women can carry off a big finger ring, which a taller woman may not. She says, always invest in something that you know you will use frequently. Her love for emeralds and Art Deco jewelry is seen in all her designs. As a jeweler myself, I can say that she not only inspired me, but gave me confidence of creating my own design and styling in the beginning years of my career. I can go on and on about our elite guest today, but we'll ask our chairperson, Mrs. Taruna Patel, to tell us more about her and to begin today's event. Over to you, Taruna ji.
Thank you, Neeti. And very good evening, everyone, to all my FLO friends from Ahmedabad chapter and also FLO Pan India. And a very good afternoon to you, Queenie.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Neeti, thank you for the welcome address too. So it is indeed a pleasure to have the very bold and beautiful, strong and independent Queenie Singh with us this evening on our platform of FLO Ahmedabad chapter. So Queenie Singh creates jewelry that not only gives a nod to the fashion, but that is also timeless in quality, style, and execution. Her creations have been worn with the same flair, be it the royalty, Hollywood, or Bollywood clientele. Queenie has always graced the covers of many tabloids, attracted attentions of media from a very young age for many reasons. But a few that stands out are one, during the time she wore Miss India crown very proudly. Second one was with her entry into her own business, Jewels by Queenie, designing stunning and exquisite line of diamonds and precious gems. Of course, she's always in the limelight in a social life for her chic style of wearing fashion from top to toe with a class above. So Queenie, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you today as we are all looking forward to hearing your very interesting and inspiring journey from being Miss India to being married and then entering into a business that was also your passion from early teenage years, jewelry designing. And before we begin our conversation, I would like to welcome you with a token of appreciation for making this event possible, even in the midst of your very busy schedule. And this is a gift for you from Madhuban Resort and Spa and Tessera. This is a virtual gift and we will be sending it to you, courier.
Thank you.
Thank you. And welcome again, Queenie.
Thank you. Thank you, Taruna. It's indeed a pleasure to be here on this platform and a women's, very important platform where you all believe in the empowerment of women and respect every woman for what she is. So I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And, as we begin, we can start with your connection, or rather, your father was with Vikki. I think years ago he was associated with Vikki. His name was Mr. Manmohan Singh. Years ago, I think he was one of the founding members of Vikki in the earlier years. Do you have any recollection of that you'd like to share with us?
I mean, it's absolutely unquestionable that I grew up in the hearing the word Vikki since I was a little girl, and he was one of the very prominent businessmen in Delhi, and he was on the committee of Vikki, I think probably most of his life. I mean his business life, and so Vikki was synonymous with the growing up of all of us kids. And so whenever I hear the word Vikki Flow came in later, but whenever I hear the word Vikki, my memories are only with my father. And so it's when I heard that you were contacting me to do this today, it's something from my heart, so it's he was very associated with the business confederations, whether it was Vikki, whether it was CII, whether it was ASSOCHAM and the Indo-American Chamber. He was very, so Vikki was has always been such a prestigious body.
Yeah, so this was a surprise to me because I didn't know about it. I did a lot of research work, before inviting you here. I really wanted to know a lot of things, but this didn't come to my notice until you.
Yes, because I mean it's I guess when you do research on me, and it's rarely that that it goes back to the parents, but yes, that's
yeah. So let's begin, Queenie, with your earlier life in Delhi. And my question would be like, start with what inspired you to get enrolled into the Miss India contest, and what it meant to you to have been the chosen one to wear that crown of pride and success as Miss India. If you can throw some light on that.
Well, it was, to be a Miss India was you represent the country. And that appealed to me a lot. Even though my background, there was always a struggle to be in the glamour industry, but it was, I think, just to represent India as Miss India was something that I was attracted to, and I was, the whole at that time Miss India was a difficult platform to come onto. It was it became more commercial and all as the years went, but at that time it wasn't such a commercial thing. It was more like a prestigious thing, and it still is a prestigious thing, but I mean at that time it was not so commercial. And it was my, I wanted to be somebody who represents the country, and so I went for it.
Yes.
And being a Delhi girl, I was, I had that in me. I mean, I think it came from my father again, who gave me the, always the confidence to try to achieve. So it was, it was something that was driving me.
Okay, very precious. And after winning the pageant, you did not choose a career in the film industry as most winners do. So was it by choice or any family pressures not to enter?
Actually, I had no option. There was no option because, I mean, I don't think my family would hear of me joining the movies, and it was just never an option. So I, and that was not the reason why I entered Miss India. So that was a very clear choice that, my reasons for entering Miss India. So that was never an option. And not the path. I was already, at the time when I was selected Miss India, I was doing my master's in mathematics. And I just gone into my master's, and I was, I did so I was studying, and I was already doing summer jobs in the company. So the intention was to take a very serious role in the company, in the family business.
Okay, so you chose your career in jewelry designing as it was a passion you recognized during your very early beginnings, when you created unique pieces for yourself and sometimes friends too. And I believe this was done with money saved from your earlier earnings.
Yes. Well, I mean, I didn't actually start early. I started later, but it was my passion.
Yes.
And I started doing the jewelry for myself, and I started creating jewelry for myself and for my near and dear ones, because the element of design was sort of, I just, I had it in me. I could just sort of create, and I had a vision of putting colors together, the kind of jewelry that makes a statement. I believed in that, I believed that jewelry should be worn, and it should be an extension of who you are. And so I was making jewelry for myself with my savings and all of that. And then my friends who were always telling me, please design for us. And at that time, gold was so cheap, and you could experiment. And so when I decided to go into a career, it was one of the things I knew at the back of my hand was, because I was already had spoken to Babus. There is a lot of difference between being able to create a piece and seeing a design and saying, I want that, So you can see a design and like it, but actually putting it into, manifesting it into a product is totally a different ball game. And for that, you need a different kind of expertise, you know, where the babus come in and the practicality comes in and the wearability comes in.
Yeah. I mean, you have never looked back since then because, you know, what was a passion, you started conceptualizing your own designs, sitting with your babus and, like you said, experimenting and exploring. So can you walk us through that journey? And once you began this career of jewelry business, how did you get the actual concept of making it into a business? You know, you started with a passion, but how did you decide on the concept of this business, namely Jewels by Queenie?
Yes. Well, it was, you know, I have to be grateful that I was able to do a business of what my passion was. I mean, this again comes with, you know, with the grace of God and with your family support, that you are able to do something, or, you know, follow through with your passion and make it your business. Because
Yes.
when you make it your business, something that you're so passionate about, you never feel tired. I mean, it becomes something that is, and you excel because you are constantly competing with yourself, you know,
Yes.
because you love it. You're not doing it for reasons other than passion. And then when it starts reaching a point of, you know, creating, you know, excellent products, then you look at it from a business point of view, because you're already putting in so much time and effort and creativity. So yeah, there was no looking back once I got on this journey and started believing in you know, things came to me on their own, you know, again, of course, with God's hand on my head, and but they just came to me, you know, how I would create and how I would build this brand, and what is the essence of it, you know, what's the ethos of it.
Yes.
And how do I want to be different? What's my differentiator? And it was not even something that I needed to identify, like today you have business plans. It was just, I was just so passionate that it just kept unraveling on my path, you know. I wanted statement pieces. I wanted pieces which were one of a kind. I wanted pieces that could be noticed. They had to be, you know, sort of the color should, you know, tell a story. The whole piece should tell a story. And it was just so very natural to me. So there was no turning back. There was no looking back.
Yes.
And I just grew from one strength to another strength.
Yes. And you know, like even after marriage and 2 children, you were managing home, children, travel for your trunk shows and exhibitions all around the country as well as internationally. And you managed to create a niche for the brand Queenie, you know, Queen of Bling, you're known as, and Jewels by Queenie. Were there many difficulties that you had to overcome to feel this continued taste of success?
I think difficult times come and go, Taruna. Like right now, we are in a difficult time.
Yes.
And but you know, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what, if it's your passion and your work, then you have to believe that it has that sustaining power to take you through problems. And you know, jewelry is our culture. It's almost like our tradition. You know, it's been around for hundreds of years. I mean, there is always going to be you know, a wedding. There is always going to be you know, parents who are going to gift their daughters jewelry, in-laws who are going to gift their daughter-in-law jewelry, or husband is going to gift you some jewelry. It's more like a, it's just undying. And it's I think it was my belief. Even today, I have a strong belief that you know, we pass the difficult times.
Yes. So, you know, can you now go more deeper into this, you know, the storyline behind the birth of your exquisite pieces of jewelries and your brand Queenie? once, like how once you get the
It's
idea?
well, it was it was just something that I believe that jewelry should be a statement. It should not stay in the lockers. It should be worn. You know, it should not just be a status symbol, but an extension of who you are, your personality, your choice. And of course, I am a big believer in glamour, and I like the, I also am not such a believer in the run-of-the-mill jewelry, that people have seen and everybody has it, and it should stand out, and it should, everybody should turn around. It makes a statement. It's something that is noticed, and you turn around and say, "Wow, what a piece!" And it has to be synonymous of your style, and you have to have confidence in what you buy. I come across, I do exhibitions all over the world. I mean, in our country, in the smaller cities, in the big cities, I go to the Gulf countries, I go to America, I go to London, I go to Paris, I am in Hong Kong, I'm just all over the world, and I meet women across the board. And when they are buying jewelry, they are always talking about whether they should take the opinion of their friend or their mother-in-law or their husband or their daughter. And I always say, put it on and feel it, And if you feel that this is you, you are the best decision. You're the best person to make the decision, because you are going to wear it and you're going to feel comfortable wearing it. So, and at that point, I'm not into whether a piece is more expensive or less expensive. I truly believe that the piece should suit a person, and you're able to carry it off. So, in my journey of creating pieces that are bold, that are noticed, and are important, again, because it's a pricey commodity. And when you buy jewelry, I'd like you to wear it over and over and over again. Like I take pride in calling my pieces timeless, because they never go out of style. I mean, I meet people after years, and they tell me that I still love wearing your ring. I still love wearing your earrings. And that's what I want to hear. It's all about that. It's all about that coming back to me with that, that feeling that when I wear it, I still love it, even though I bought it 10 years ago. So that's, and we actually, again, take pride in servicing our clients. Like if for instance, if your polish has worn out, or a stone has sometimes fallen, or your jewelry fell, it broke, or something happened, we will have it picked up from you wherever it is and deliver it back to you. And it's, it's usually done with no price. We're just happy to fix it for you, because we really believe in client service, and we really believe that the smile on your face should stay.
Thank you. So, Queenie, just as you said, and you just made the statement that every piece you make is a style statement, in your own words. And whenever or wherever in the world you may be, a jewel by Queenie Singh is as eminently recognized as Queenie herself. So I'm asking, how affordable are these style statement jewels?
Well, they are.
I'm sure a lot of ladies would like to invest in your jewelry after this show, so you need to touch upon this.
Taruna, they are very affordable. It's just, it's like, I would say it's almost like a myth that I'm expensive. I'm not. I'm happy to give breakups when clients ask me for breakup. I'm not into the, where I say this is just a piece. I'm happy to give breakups, because, we live in a country where we are constantly competing with babus and all of that. So I'm happy to give breakups. But I mean, when you see a piece and you buy it for the piece,
yes.
really. But there is always from us, it's more like we are very affordable. Gold today is expensive, but that makes it more pricey. It makes it more valuable. It makes it more of a thing to want to have.
Yeah. So that gives us one more reason to come and visit your store.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and in continuation to the above question, do you have plans to exhibit in the two-tier cities in the country to attract more women towards affordable investment, I would say, in luxury jewelry? Because like you said, if you have a piece of jewelry, you should be able to wear it again and again. And
Right.
that's why I'm also calling it an investment, affordable investment in jewelry, something that you can wear again and again and get its worth out of it. So do you feel there may be big markets there in the two-tier cities?
Taruna, beauty and jewelry buyers are in everywhere, in every city in our country. I mean, I go to all the smaller cities in India where, it's, I've been, it's not just the big cities like, the big metro cities. I've gone, I've gone down south to, the smaller places where I've been invited by women bodies and done exhibitions there. I have been to, cities like Chandigarh, Raipur, Ahmedabad twice a year. Every year we go everywhere twice a year. So it's almost like a Bharat Yatra. So it's I believe in our country. I believe in the kind of the jewelry buyers everywhere, because the tradition of jewelry exists everywhere.
Yes, yeah. Now, the other question that goes with this is, your strong conviction on possessing locker jewelry is as pointless. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of us buy jewelry and then we don't wear it maybe sometimes once a year, sometimes once in 5 years. And you are bent upon breaking this pattern of belief, with your plans of futuristic creation, which I read somewhere that these are inspired by Southern India designs for you. You're inspired by creating such designs where they use a lot of gold. So if you can just throw some more light on to this belief of yours, locker jewelry.
Locker jewelry will always exist with our the way our families think. But I really certainly believe that we should not, we've seen, we've had so much time to think during lockdown. We've seen how years have gone by and how quickly time catches us, you know. And there could be years when you haven't visited your locker.
Yes.
There could be years when those pieces have been lying in the locker. And also, there could be years where you think that I'm going to hand this big choker that my mother gave me, I'm going to give it to my daughter when she gets married.
Yes.
And your daughter got married and you never gave that choker because she didn't want it. She said, no, Mom, I don't want this. I want something that I can wear. I want something a little bit more modern. I can even wear it for my dinner parties. So, I know, because again, I meet thousands of women and they are always coming to me with this problem.
Yes.
And I'm happy to take your jewelry, change it around so that it becomes more practical to wear it and still makes a straight statement and you still retain your value.
Yes.
Which is very important. And it still has that element of the antiqueness that you want for it to remain. But I do believe today that everything that you're spending money on, you should wear. You should wear it and you should really use it. Like you buy a pair of expensive shoes, or you buy an expensive bag, or you buy expensive a clothing or you buy a home, you know, you have to live it.
Yeah.
So you have to live your jewelry. And I really believe that the locker jewelry thing is a past thing. And if you have any of these big notions that this hard I'm going to give to my daughter, she's going to not even, she's going to put it into her locker.
Yes.
So
I've been through that.
why put lakhs and lakhs of, jewelry into something that will never be seen?
Yes.
You know, so get the jewelry that, you know, one can wear. You can even adapt. Sometimes you have a choker can be turned into a bracelet. You have a brooch that can be turned into a pendant. You know, you can put it as a bracelet, as a cuff, you know, turn it around. Each
Yes.
piece, each way you wear it makes a statement.
Yes, that makes sense. You know, we all go through that actually, what you just said, what we are saving for our children. The children are not ready to accept that. And it becomes a locker piece of jewelry, something that has been handed down to us by our parents, our mother-in-laws. And
Right.
we're definitely looking for new designs with the same jewelry. And it's a good idea. So when you come up with this designs from the South, would definitely like to look at that and to convert our locker jewelry into pieces, exquisite pieces from the South.
South it's been an inspiration where gold jewelry is concerned.
Yes, yes.
And, as my mother was one of the most glamorous women that I think I'll ever meet or ever know. She was, she used to wear her sari and she used to always put on these cuffs and gold cuffs, which was given to her by her mother, my nani. And they were cuffs like that. And it was very South Indian gold, but it was making a statement because it was all 3.5 inches wide, long. And I was totally inspired by that. I actually am one of the first few jewelry designers that started making cuffs in the country. And my inspiration came from that. You know, the gold, South gold cuffs.
Yes, and some really beautiful pieces. They definitely have a lot of beautiful pieces. So, coming back to your passion, and that is, you become known as a serial entrepreneur. And you know why that is, because you're continuously creating new lines of designs in jewelry. And recently you also launched your capsule cocktail wear fashion line, the Black Silhouette, at the Jewels by Queenie show, I think beginning of the years. It was in the beginning of March this year. Your daughter Tiara, has also showcased all new men's unique jewelry line. And at the same time, you had your elegant bejeweled timepieces that were showcased there. So, and that is that's why you have the name, a serial entrepreneur. You're known as that. So may I ask you, what's up next? What else do you have up your sleeve to showcase this year? Because I heard there's a makeup line app or something like that. I don't know. Can you?
It's Taruna. It's beauty business that I am looking to get into. It's very, a very nascent stage. So, I don't want to talk about it, but I believe in your full potential of beauty that you, and I believe that, you can explore and in this field. And I have always been, since I was a young girl, a practitioner of beauty. And it's one of the things, my passion that I want to turn into a business. So that is, yes, definitely in the pipeline. And Black Silhouette, was launched this March. It was, when we do fashion shows on the, our jewelry with the in Bombay Times or any of the other platforms, we always get a jewelry designer in where the models are going to wear those clothes and our jewelry is going to be worn by them. So we decided that why not marry the two and put our element of fashion and glamour, with the clothes as well. And again, being in the business for so many years, it was not a tough thing to do, and created a beautiful, a line of clothes in black called the Black Silhouette. And then lockdown happened, and but we have to go forward with that.
Yes. So is available at the moment in your stores, the Black Silhouette line of
when
fashion?
lockdown opens, we will put it in multi-brand stores. It'll go like a clothing line.
Yeah. And going further, like, have you thought of what could be next? Because you're already into jewelry, you're into fashion wear, your watches, now makeup.
Well, it's beauty. I think beauty is the way forward. We are everybody wants to look beautiful, and also we are in a country where there is 600 million young people, and everybody's looking to create benchmarks and hit that. And so am I. I mean, I always looked ahead of myself and said that 10 years from now I should be doing this, and look up to what I should be doing. And when I reached 10 years there, I was looking at the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So not to be complacent, to carry on. And I think there's immense potential in the beauty business. And that's where, of course, things are, they are different, and we have to move with the times. So it's, it's going to be like digital, and I'm very excited about it.
Oh, great. So what would you like to be doing 5 years from now in the jewelry business? Because as we see with this COVID pandemic, do you see a sustainable industry? And the gold prices are also skyrocketing. What do you feel about it in the next few years? Where do we picture ourselves as far as the jewelry business is concerned?
Well, like I said, gold is becoming more precious. I mean, it may be costly, but it's becoming more precious. I look at it like that. And there are difficult times, but the challenge is on us. And there are going to be a few players left, in this business. And if you are nimble enough and you are, you have that tenacity to be better and better, yes, of course. I mean, I have full faith in this business. Like I said, there is always somebody getting married. Indian weddings can never happen without jewelry. And I have a lot of faith in that. And I mean, which young girl doesn't want to have some special piece for her special day, whatever that is, whether it's a wedding or a graduation or her brother's wedding. And, I mean, how can we delete that ever from our system?
Yeah. But, with the gold prices skyrocketing, do you think it would be affordable for, weddings and things like
that? Well, we make ourselves better. We make ourselves more adaptable. Like, for instance, now I've done sort of pendants with chokers. And the chokers can be on black velvet. They can be in another, so it gives the whole look of a choker. Yet you're only spending money on the, on a pendant piece, and it is not looking like a pendant.
Okay.
Then again, you have a different way of wearing a cuff, which is again bold, but the gold part and the diamond part sits on another metal or a, so it's again, so you have to compromise a little bit with the times and make yourself more adaptable. Never compromising on your quality, on your standard, and on your the essence of what you stand for. I mean, what is it that differentiates your jewelry? So that keeping all that and not compromising on that, you can be
Yes.
adaptable and make prices a little more suitable to your pocket.
More affordable, yes. And as an Indian jewelry designer with such a wide and global coverage that you have, and you are a global influencer, okay. So are there any initiatives you're undertaking, especially for the dying art of the traditional Indian heritage jewelry, Queenie?
Well, I've always been like I said, a big believer in keeping a lot of that, whether it comes through my pillar cuffs, where the pillars are, intricately carved like they would be in the olden days, or I have like an old gold piece put into into a cuff design, thereby making it modern, but keeping the heritage and just the very traditional jewelry being worn in a different way.
Yes.
And even earrings, for that matter. I mean, uh, it's the detail, the difference in the detail, that little, the element of the old world charm, always you see in my jewelry.
Okay.
You will always see it, even when we use the element of carved stones. It's because I have a lot of respect for the old world jewelry charm. So you will see a lot of that in my art deco. Art deco is a very, very old style of jewelry. You will see it. You'll see the grain wheel. You'll see all those elements, because I believe that keeps your jewelry timeless.
So you would mix up the stones with the gold.
Yes, yes, yes. You will never see very, very modern, modern, contemporary kind of fashionable, for that season jewelry with me, because I believe that you have to wear it over the years, and you can't just wear it in that season and be done with it.
Yes.
So it has to have that charm of that old world, the heritage thrown
Yes.
in.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
I do business, all over the world, and I have clients who are like international people who are wearing all kinds of, designer jewelry. But it's what makes my jewelry exotic, the combination.
Absolutely, absolutely right. And Queenie, as you're an influencer, definitely, and an icon for fashion and jewels, can you enlighten us with a few things that should be like must-haves or jewelry essentials to bring glamour in every working woman's wardrobe? With a social life also, running from meetings to cocktails to dinners. So, can you suggest? Off the head, what should be in the wardrobe of such women?
Well, I mean, I believe one of the biggest sort of the what women are most drawn to, where glamorous jewelry is concerned, is cocktail rings. And but if you have a good cocktail ring with a precious stone, it takes you through. You can wear it from dinner right into the night, into a wedding, or even or a dinner party. It's and if you wear that one ring, you don't need to wear too much else, because our jewelry is that one piece is enough, actually. And so a cocktail, I think eternity band works very well. It's, again, sometimes when you don't feel like wearing jewelry and you just put that eternity band on, it's sort of, takes you through the day.
Yeah.
And we've done in our collection today, we have ruby eternity band and an emerald eternity band as against just diamond. Then an art deco bracelet. I think a diamond art deco bracelet is something also that is you can always have it and keep it in your
So these are all affordable? You're talking about all affordable
It's
pieces?
again, it depends on your budget, because we do jewelry for all pockets. So, it depends how big you want your Art Deco bracelet. You can make it thin, spend less gold, have more grain wheels, so you have less diamonds, and or you can make it nice and chunky, and you can wear that as a choker. We can give you an attachment at the back, or you can keep it as an Art Deco bracelet. We've done many of those. And earrings are a big winner always.
Yes.
Earrings that are comfortable. We believe very, very highly in comfort.
Yes.
I personally try each and every piece of jewelry, that, especially earrings, because I make sure that they are comfortable. I don't want you to be wearing a Queenie piece of jewelry and 2 hours later or 1.5 hours later on the dinner table, you take it off and say, oh, I can't wear this, So the comfort is so when I say big pieces, you will find those big pieces of earrings with me, which you can wear over hours.
Yes. Okay.
And so these are some of the pieces that, take you a long.
Yeah, just a few pieces, but you can wear them again and again, and they never get tired of them also.
Yeah.
Right? And carry from office to, like I said, cocktail parties or even dinners. That's great. And, like we can go on and on. Jewelry is such a passion with everyone, really, and there's so much to learn every time we talk about it. The other question that came in my mind, you have your flagship store in Mumbai. Are you planning any international stores, or do you have already any international stores that we can know about?
Before I go ahead, I must compliment you on your choker. You're wearing a very pretty choker.
Thank you so much. I wear these again and again. I'm sure some of my FLO friends have seen me probably many times. Most of my jewelry actually fall in place with your thoughts, that you have a few things and you just use them out, and use it at proper times. And I wear chokers most of the time. 9 times out of 10 times you see me, I will be in a choker, because that's what I love. I think on my neck they make a statement, I think.
Yes, yes, they do. They make a beautiful statement, and it doesn't have to be bulky or anything. It's just so elegant.
Yes. And I'll share another secret. This choker is made up of a lot of small jewelry of my mother-in-law, which were, opened up, and we created this. So this is by Rose, the boutique. You probably know, a very dear family friend, Biren Vaidya. And so he created this piece for me. I said, okay, this is what I have. Can you make me a choker? So all my chokers are, a lot of my chokers are made from old pieces. So instead of sitting them, they're sitting in the lockers. This is what I have done for the children and me. And yes, but I have to visit you now in your...
Yes, absolutely. When I visit Ahmedabad, I will let you know, because we are there twice a year. Okay. And so coming back to the flagship store, we have, it's our business model is exhibitions. So, and I like to be present at showings and at my exhibitions. So I think one store is more than enough, because I will never be able to cut myself in so many pieces, because I really believe in excellence, and I believe that I have to be there to meet my clients. So our business model has been traveling, and we've done exhibitions all over the world. We we do exhibitions twice a year at Annabelle's in London, in Los Angeles, in New York, and in Hong Kong, Singapore. But it's every place is twice a year, and I'm present there always. So I bring my jewelry to you. So of course we have a place if you ever want to visit in Bombay. But I think I thought about it. I thought about going, sprouting these stores, and then I said, let me just make it really exclusive, because my brand is exclusive. So I want to be able to maintain that exclusivity.
Yes. And we have a lot of members here, like Niti also, who are into jewelry. A lot of members, and I'm sure they must have picked up a lot of pointers from you today. And I really want to thank you, Queenie, for giving us your time and sharing your inspirations, dreams, passions, which you have transformed into a very successful and iconic jewelry business, not only in India, but internationally. So it was really nice.
Thank you. It's support from all of you. And of course, I'm grateful for that. Gratitude is something that opens up your path, and I also believe that family should support, young girls' passions if they want to create it into business. And I think all the girls there and the ladies, and it's never too late. It's never too late if you have a passion that you've always wanted to work and make it into a business project. I really, truly believe it. And I know it for a fact that it's never too late. If you believe in it, you should go for it. And I know if you're passionate, you will make it excellent. So, I think it's with everybody's blessings and all that I have been able to reach where I am today.
Thank you. And I think we can open to question and answer. If anybody has any questions from the screen, would like to come on. Niti, you want to take on the questions, please?
Yes, I'll take it. Sure.
Queenie, is that okay with you?
Yes, sure.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead, Niti.
Yeah.
I think there was one from
Niti again.
Yeah. Niti, there was
Hi, Niti. Hi.
Okay, so there's a question from Swapna. The more wearable the jewelry is, the more the value for the investment, she says. So can you throw some light on that?
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
The more wearable the jewelry is,
yes,
the more the value for the investment. I mean,
right.
Nice. So she must have meant that, is it more expensive or it is?
No, I just believe that it's, from what I think she's saying is that, the more you wear it, the more value you make of it. It's like paisa vasool.
Yeah.
When I meet a client after a year, after 6 months in a city, like if I go back to Raipur or Chandigarh or Ahmedabad or Chennai and so she said, I have really worn your earrings. And I say, you've done your paisa vasool. Right. It has way more value.
I like that word,
wear it.
Yeah.
It has no, from in my opinion, it has little or no value if you put it tucked away. Yeah. Because you don't even remember it. Yeah. So it has way more value when you wear it and wear it. It's like even a pair of sunglasses, which if you wear every day, you may have spent a lot of money on it and thought many times, but you worn it so much that you've got your full value for it. True, and more. The satisfaction of wearing it.
It's there always.
Yes.
Okay, the other question is from Ami Vyas. This is for your love, Queenie, could you educate us on emeralds from different countries and understanding their colors and densities?
I think you need. I think you need days to give an answer to that. But I'm sure in short form, Queenie can explain.
Well, it's emeralds are. It's a stone which is very, subjective, and it's a big thing of personal choice. There are many ladies that like a light color emerald, which is from the Colombian mines. And there are many ladies that like a darker emerald, which is a Zambian, from the Zambian mines.
True.
The Indian emerald has become a little bit rare now, the Indian mines, which is a beautiful mix of, it has a lot of sort of like parrot green light, but it's still not that as light as a Colombian is. But Colombians are more expensive than Zambians. And but it's really a matter of choice, I mean, there are certain people who will only wear Colombian emeralds, and there are certain people who will only wear Zambian because they like that rich, dark emerald. It's a very soft stone. So you have to be very careful when you're storing away emerald or even putting it into your drawer. You have to make sure that it's always put properly. And, you don't put jewelry, mix up jewelry with emeralds, because you scratch your stone. If you scratch your emerald, you're going to devalue its, its value. So, so it's a soft stone, and that's pretty much what there is about. It's my it's my dearest stone.
Yeah, it's my lucky stone. Emerald is my lucky stone.
And it's also believed to be, astrologically, it's believed to be a stone of communication.
Oh, okay. All right.
You become more communicable, and when you wear an emerald, they say. I'm not a big believer in that. In astrology of stones, but I'm not against it either. But that's what I believe.
Okay. The question is from Rupa Patel. Is it sensible to make jewelry in platinum, which is right now half the price of gold?
Platinum is a very hard metal, and sometimes you're not able to create the design that gold is able to create, because gold is softer metal. But it is just so funny, because platinum used to be always so much more expensive than gold. So we never used to touch platinum. And of course, it's the age-old precious metal. And a lot of the old jewelry is made, the old diamond jewelry is made with platinum. And one is now exploring other metals, like titanium and all. And of course, platinum is always an option to, but these kind of things are more, I make it with gold, but I leave it to the clients sometimes if they want platinum, because a lot of wedding bands are made with platinum.
Right. So I do get a lot of questions like, it has gone to 50, it's going almost around 60. So I always make client comfortable. When I got married, it was 5,500. My mom got married that time, it was 200 rupees, 10 grams.
Can you imagine?
Just into 10, it is, right now it's into 10 only. So just be comfortable. It's absolutely fine if it's 50,000 rupees.
When I got into jewelry business, it was 4,000.
I saw your first picture. You had a short hair and you were wearing a pachikam of 5 round pieces of necklace. That was the first picture I saw yours. So from that, I used to make a bigger pieces of in the necklace and the earrings, but the clients used to show me the bag because they were not comfortable. They were comfortable with all the very Indian rava and veni kam. So it took me a while to make people comfortable. But that was the first picture I saw you. So that's it for the question. We are running out of the time. I'll ask our Senior Vice Chair, Nandita Munchal, to give the vote of thanks. Before that, let's have the fishbowl.
So
over to you, Taruna ji.
Definitely. So, Queenie, what we do is we do a winning draw, a gift for you for our FLO members who are the viewers today. And so I have this fishbowl. And this is for Ahmedabad chapter as well as Pan India. And today's lucky winner, Ritika Bajaj.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
So she has one night stay at Madhuban. And again, thank you very much, Queenie, and really an enjoyable evening spent with you. And it's going to be expensive later on, I know that.
Thank you, Taruna. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah,
With all of you.
Yeah, I expect you to visit us here at Madhuban Resort and Spa. It's a 5-star resort. And,
Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
Thank you. Me too. Same here. And I will hand over to Nandita Munsho, who is our Senior Vice Chair, to do the vote of thanks for you, please.
Hello, good evening, friends. It
Hello.
was great hearing this rather amiable conversation today. Thank you, Queenie, for gracing
Thank
this
you.
webinar with your presence.
Thank
Your
you.
refreshing take on life made the evening very interesting. And on behalf of all the ladies present in this webinar, I thank you once again. Love the inspirational statement, it's never too late.
Thank you very much.
My thanks to our sponsors, Madhuban Resorts and Spa, Phoenix Creations Simplified, Satyanarayan Jadia and Sons, and Sanket India Anand. My thanks to our IT partner, EITL, for providing digital expertise. A big thank you to our design and print partner, Akash Printing and Stationery, and our PR agency, TVM Communication. My thanks to all FLO members across different chapters and many YouTubers who have joined us today. Happy Independence Day weekend to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Queenie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was
Thank you. Thank
knowing
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Neeti. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Independence Day to all of you.
And to everybody.
Yeah, likewise, everyone.